nilikuwa like immaculate. No, you only see this on movies. It is not allowed to happen to you in real life. And I'm like, what's going on? Who is following us? Like, oh my goodness, the emotions are out of this world. It is Friday and I am excited because it is Members Day. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing fine and keeping warm because this Nairobi weather is nobody's mate. As for me, I'm keeping warm and minding my business. Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. The new subscribers, welcome. The returning subscribers, welcome back. I love to have you guys here. So today I want to do skincare routine. My face is looking a bit raggedy. I have a very sensitive skin and I want to take care of it today as I give you guys a story time about a time let me just give you the story time. So stay tuned, watch till the end. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like, comment, share, do all that stuff before I even start the story time. So yeah, watch till the end and come along. Hi guys, again, if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at the mirror and it's over here as I wash my face and do everything that I'm doing with it. I already steamed my face and right now I'm cleansing. This cleanser feels like unaekelea ice cubes kwa uso. It has ile like menthol cooling feel. It has a really good feeling. Anyway, one day I'm just in the house minding my business. Some time back, some years back, niko kwa nyumba, I am minding my business. And back then I used to do promos. Nilikuwa nafanyanga promos back then. So I'm in the house and I was with my friend. My friend akaniambia kuna job ameitwa, anataka kwenda kuangalia if it's legit. You know, again, these promos, or rather back in the day, I don't know about now, but back in the days, the promos ungepata, like there's so many conditions those people want, so, as in promos just had a lot of stories behind them. But back then I used to do promos. So this friend of mine tells me she wants to go to town and check whether this job is actually legit, whether she can hook me up with it, like if she gets it, whether I can also join her tuifanye pamoja. So tell her that's okay. She left me in the house, alafu she went. So I'm in the house and I'm chilling, and then around 6 p.m. she calls me and tells me the job is actually legit and she thinks it's something that we can do together. And the job was paying really well. Alafu, you know, for promos you get paid per night, per week, depending on venye mna agree na like the company that you're promoting a product for it, you know. So mi nikaoga, alafu nikatoka nikaenda town, niende nikapatane na the client. And then if you used to do promos back in the day, it used to depend on how you're dressed, venye you're carrying yourself, venye unaongea like na client, ndo itadetermine venye utakuwa unaongea na clients. So I leave the house. The way I was dressed it is critical kwa his story. So I leave the house, and leaving the house, nimeva very high-waisted pants and a crop top na heels, very high heels. Mimi huyo tukaenda mpaka town. By 2, I was with a guy friend of mine. So we go to town. He takes me to town. In the like coming from the house, I was the guy friend of mine. So we go to town, and he's waiting for me. Tukapatana na huyo msichana, and then upon kupatana na huyo msichana, she tells me we have to wait for a while because the client ameenda mahali, sijui ameenda kupatana na someone else. Just some cook and bang story. So we decide, ni sawa tu, there's no problem. Excuse the noise coming from this thing. So we decide it's okay, there's no problem. So we get in the car and we are waiting for this client to come back. Tulikuwa hapo town, the Pizza Inn, Galitos, Creamy Inn ka area hapo. At that time it's around 7:30, it's almost 8. So tunangoja huyu client afiki. So tukakaa, and then this chick nikamwambia si upige huyu mtu so that we know if he's coming ama kama akuji, so that maybe tuende. Azinsi lazima nipatane na yeye leo ndo tujue if he'll hire me for the job or not. At least kama usha ipata, it's okay. But hata we were not sure kama udema amepata because it was just a lot of stories na hii mambo ya hiyo job. So tukakaa, and then this chick decides to call the guy. Kupigia the client, he's not picking up the phone. And then tukasema let's just buy pizza hapa tukule, and then we go back where? We go back home. So tukanunua pizza, and then we decide to go back home. Well, if I had known either singetoka home nikuje town kupatana na client mwenye hata ni kama ilikuwa tu story, ama tungekaa hiyo town tupatane na client if at all hata angeshow up. But remember client atashafanya nini, ashazima simu. Aya, sisi hao tukanunua pizza tukakula. At this time this guy friend that I was with ameita some, like you see the way you go to town, and then mimi nilikuwa naenda kupata na dem for work purposes, and then I was with this guy friend na yeye anapigia like other two friends, uko wapi, niko town, basi kuja tupatane. So that is what happened. So ikakuwa it's me, this lady friend of mine, the guy friend mwenye tulitoka kwa nyumba, and then two other guys who joined us tukiwa hapo town and we were eating nini, pizza. Let me call this lady Rose. Rose imetoka wapi hata, but let me just call her Rose. And then this one guy friend of mine mwenye tulitoka naye kwa nyumba, let me call him Zablon. Shit, Zablon. Let me call him Zablon. So Zablon was the owner of the car. So tukaingia kwa gari tukakula pizza, and then the other two friends wamesha to join. So in total we are 5. So we get in the car, we eat pizza, and then after we are done eating, tuka decide let's go home. And home we are going to my place. At the time nilikuwa nakaa Kasarani, na huko chini Kasarani karibu Mwiki huko garage, that is where I used to live back then. So we leave town, and when we live in town, the car is on full blast music. We are having a good time, as in it's just vibes and vibes, vibes on vibes, and we are having a good time. So see, we are on our way, so we are leaving town, and then kuna tu kashetani fulani kanapatanga mtu, because we are leaving town and we are coming to Kasarani. Kasarani is obviously on Thika Road. And then we decide kulikuwa na traffic hapo Ngara around Koja coming to Thika Road. So we decide let's use, I don't know the name, I think it's called Juja Road. We decide let's use Juja Road to connect na, I think Huruma Raunda, what's the name of that place? Huruma Raunda, I don't know the name of that place, ndo uingie Thika Road, sikumbuki jina hiyo place. So we decide tutumie hiyo, but we weren't fully decided kama tutatumia hiyo ama tutaenda tushike Thika Road tena. So using Juja Road means tutapitia Pangani. Aya, kufika hapo Pangani, we were trying now to decide, are we going to use Juja Road ama tuingie Thika Road? So tukasimama hapo Pangani for quite some time. We are not moving, na traffic lights zisha indicate that we need to move, but we are not moving. Tumesimama tu hapo because we are debating, should we move or should we not move? And then we finally decide tuende na ya Huruma. Let's pass through Huruma, Raunda, what's the name of that place? Sijui mbona nasahau. After Raunda ile place unapitanga ndo uende ushike Thika Road. I don't know, nasahau jina hiyo place. So we decide let's use that one. But it took us like a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes tukitry to decide tutumie njia gani. Anyway, we decide, and then tukaingia kwa hiyo barabara. Kuingia kwa hiyo barabara, the person who was driving this car at this time is the friend of Zablon. One of the male friends was Zablon, is the one driving the car. And then kwa drive I think ni Zablon, because mimi nilikuwa nimekaa nyuma na my lady friend Rose. Tulikuwa tumekaa nyuma na huyo Rose, and then now the other male friend of Zablon amekaa huko nyuma kabisa. It's like this Noah cars, those ones. So we're in the car, we are vibing, and then tuka decide tutumie hiyo route ya Juja Road through Pangani, Raunda, that place ndo tuingie Thika Road. So tukaendelea ku drive, and then this guy who is driving says hata kabla tuende mbali, I don't even think tulikuwa tumefika St. Teresa. If you know that road, we had not yet gotten to St. Teresa. So this guy notices at this time it's around 10, it's almost 10, because we left town pretty late. We were waiting for that client for quite some time, because at this time when you're doing promos, the more brands you're working with, the more money you're making. So I was really patient waiting for this guy to come. So if I get that job, I mean that is added money. So tulikaa town waiting for this client. Anyway, we left town pretty late, because at this time tukiwa kwa hiyo barabara it was around 10 something, almost 11. So the guy, while he's driving, he says I think kuna gari inatufuata. Unasikia kuna gari inawafuata na mko Nairobi, it is at night, and remember tuko kwa barabara gani? It is that barabara that stretch from hapo Pangani to Huruma, and unasikia there is a car following you. Of course we are going to freak out. So this guy, the co-driver, Zablon Sasa, the owner of the car, tells his friend who is driving, speed up. No, sorry. Before mwambia speed up, we all look back kuangalia ni gari gani inaweza kuwa ikitufuata. So we try to slow down, tuone ni gari gani ita slow down, speed up, tuone ni gari gani ita speed up. It was a Probox. A Probox following you. Will you not be freaked out? Like, Probox inakufuata, Probox inawakimbiza. We were freaked out. Talking about this story, yani it makes me feel like it's deja vu. Where? Because where? Anyway, tukaona ni Probox inatufuata, and we are Zablon akambia this co-driver, not the co-driver, Zablon was the co-driver. So Zablon akambia the driver, who is the friend now, mwenye ana drive gari, akamwambia a speed up. Kumwambia a speed up, I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? I am freaked out. Sasa my heart is beating. I don't know what's going on. Wanasema kuna gari inatufuata, nikiangalia nyuma I can clearly see kuna gari inatufuata nyuma, and when we speed up it is speeding up. There was like, it was directly nyuma yetu, and then we overtake a car. So venye tuli overtake gari, now there's a car behind us, and then the Probox sasa yenye inatufuata. Venye tumi overtake gari, hiyo Probox na inangangana venye ita overtake gari, ime overtake ndio ikuja nyuma yetu. Nilikuwa like immaculate. No, you only see this on movies. It is not allowed to happen to you in real life. And I'm like, what's going on? Who is following us? Like, oh my goodness, the emotions are out of this world. Let me rinse this cleanser and come back. So I'm freaking out. There's a Probox inatukimbiza, and it is overtaking every car that we overtake. So the moment the owner of the car, sasa Zablon, tells this guy mwenye ana drive gari speed up, tukaanza kukimbizana. It is like ni kama it has become a chase sasa kwa barabara. We are driving, we are like speeding up. Probox nyuma yetu ina overtake, wana overtake, it is hooting, it is like drama. It was scary. At that point niko like, this thing is actually getting real, this thing is actually happening. And then ukiona Probox inawakimbiza, the only thing that comes to your mind is these are thieves. Hawa ni watu wanataka kutuibia, either wanataka kutukaja, wanataka like kutuibia tusi wenyewe. Like there's so many things that you can think about. So obviously the only thing yenye sisi tunafikiria kufanya ni kukimbia, ni kuongeza speed to get away from these people. The next thing I'm going to do is mask my face. So si tukaendelea driver anaendesha gari kwa speed iko juu, au wengine nao bado wanaendelea kuendesha gari na speed iko juu pia, like ikakuwa like serious chasing. Tukaendelea hivyo, and then mimi naangalia nyuma, naambia driver harakisha, watatufikia. He's like, keep quiet, unanipatia pressure, unajua. He's under pressure kwanza, aendeshe gari haraka, like aende na speed ile necessary, and I'm here, I'm like, harakisha, mistake kukufa, I can't afford to die. Kanya gari is like, Ima, keep quiet, unanipatia pressure excess. Like I don't even know why I'm laughing. As in, on that day, it was not funny at all. And then my friend tells me, sasa Rozu mwenye amekaa kando yangu, she tells me, look back. Oh, by the way, I'm trying Garnier for the first time. I have heard so much about this product. I hope it does me justice. So anyway, my friend tells me, guy, Ima, ebu angalia nyuma. Kuangalia nyuma, these people wametoa kichwa nje ya dirisha. I'm saying people because kwa hiyo Probox kwa kiti ya nyuma tunaona kwa each dirisha, sio dema anachungulia na hii side na mimi nachungulia na side nyingine ya dirisha ya gari yenye sisi tuko ndani. So tunaangalia hii Probox kwa hiyo kiti ya nyuma hiyo Probox wametoa vichwa, like wanaume wawili, like mimi side niliangalia wanaume wawili wametoa vichwa. And then wametoa vichwa wakipoint at sisi, and they were holding something. I don't know what it is. At that time I can't even like I couldn't process anything. So now they are holding something, and I am freaking out. I am definitely freaking out so much. So my friend tells me, Ima, ona hawa watu venye wametoa vichwa. Hawa watu na ni wengi, na sisi tuko tu watu watano. And remember, out of hawa watu watano, it's just 2 ladies. Wengine ni wanaume tu watatu, and hapa tunaona like a bunch of men ndani ya gari, and we are like, wait a minute, what's going on? Hey, At that time ndo sasa tumepita Huruma, we are heading to Raunda, but ni before sasa tufike Raunda. And then this whole time that we are in this chase, tunataka tufike pale John Saga so that we go to that police station. I was very familiar na hiyo area because I had lived there some years, a year or two before now that incident. So these people are depending on me to direct them. I'm not even in a position to direct them because I'm nervous. So mimi nashinda and the street ingilia si hapa twende tu hapana ingilia basi, as in I'm confused because I mean kuna mtu anakukimbiza nyuma, you're not even thinking straight. Anyway, by good or bad luck, we missed the exit ya kuingia John Saga police station because we wanted to go to a police station. It was the safest place yenye tungeenda. So when tumepita the nearest police station, what do? Tujisaidie. There is no other option. We just have to literally help ourselves. I know I look crazy. I know I look absolutely crazy, but this is the only time I could get to actually give you guys this story. I look really crazy, but the glow after this mask, the glow. Anyway, so tumepita exit ya kuingia John Saga police station and we are still going. So kupita hiyo exit tukashika barabara yenye sasa ilikuwa Maram. Alafu if you're my viewer and you're watching this and you've been to those estates like Huruma, John Saga, the houses zinakuanga very squeezed, like hakunanga ati clear roads, open roads hivyo sana huko. So I don't know how it is right now, back in the day ilikuanga hivyo. So the exit that tulimiss ya kuingia police station, tukaingia ka chuo mtu some dark road, and it was Maram, ilikuwa around residence sasa za watu. It's Maram Road, it's dark, hakuna street lights, nothing, and tunakimbia. Hii probox bado iko nyuma yetu. As in now, unajua place yenye tumeingia, there aren't many cars anymore, so it is just us and them. There's pressure. This guy, the co-driver, now the owner of the car, Zablon, is telling this friend of his, kanyaga mafuta, enda, and I'm there, I'm screaming. I'm like, what is going on? I cannot afford to die like this. I want to actually simamisha hii gari because we've already pissed them off. I don't know what they're going to do to us. They're waving something at us. I can't even tell what it is that is they're waving at us. And before I knew it, the next thing I heard were very loud noises that I came to realize later they were gunshots. I heard the first gunshot, the second gunshot, and I froze. And I was like, Immaculate, this is not the way you're going to die. This is not it. It has to be something else. And I'm like, God, this is not it. It's my duty in this life is not over. I don't care if it's over. It is not supposed to be over. I cannot afford to die like this. And then I let out a loud scream. And then I froze again. My mask is now dry. I'm going to rinse this off and come back. Let me tell you, if you ask me right now, what's worse, being helpless or being in a really bad situation that you can help yourself? I'd rather be in a situation that I can help myself. After I had these gunshots and froze and started screaming, then froze again, as in that state, being confused, being scared, you don't know what's going on, and then I can be actually really dramatic. So in my head I'm like, what if they've shot me and I'm bleeding from somewhere that I can't even feel? Anyway, the car wasn't moving anymore after freezing, defreezing, defrosting, all that stuff. The car wasn't moving anymore. And I'm like, what's going on? Mbona umeacha kuendesha gari twende? And then this Zablon tells me, I think wameshoot tires za gari. And then we had no option other than kusimamisha hiyo gari, not kusimamisha gari because gari yenyewe ilisimama on its own. My face feels so smooth. It feels so smooth. Let me see what changes come to my face in the next week or so. So anyway, gari imesimama, nothing else is happening. Tumekaa kwa gari and I can't scream anymore. Why am I even screaming? Alafu remember at this time that tuna scream na huu msichana besti yangu mwenye tumekaa hapo nyuma na yeye. It's not just me mwenye napiga duru hapo peke yangu. This is the moisturizer that I'm using. tunapiga nduru hapo sisi wote, and these guys are like nyamazeni. Unaambia je wasichana wameshtuka wanyamaze? What else can we use to defend ourselves other than our voices? Our voice is the only thing that we can use to defend ourselves. Anyway, tumekaa hapo kwa gari. I'm freaking out. The only thing that is crossing my mind is watu watakuja hapa and maybe they are going to murder all of us. Tushasikia gunshots, so sijui mtatufanyia nini. I am a woman. You at that time you're thinking the worst. You're thinking the worst that mtu anaweza kufanyia. So anyway, wakakuja hapo kwa gari, shukeni kwa hii gari, and wanagonga gari na some roads, and they're like tokeni kwa hii gari. Nani alikuwa anaendesha hiyo gari? So the guy now who is talking anauliza nani alikuwa anaendesha hiyo gari, akienda side ya driver. Remember hatujatoka kwa gari. I don't even know mbona we didn't think to like benye gari ilishutiwa like tutoke tukikimbia, but we couldn't think like that because we've had gunshots. Hatujui kama when we leave the car running the next ones are going to be in our bodies. So we just decided to sit tight kwa gari, and plus something that was giving us a little bit of confidence is that we were in a neighborhood, so we are hoping watu wamesikia and at least watu watatoka. But Nairobi, as in like when trouble begins somewhere, ni ngumu sana watu watoke. Like people will just watch, but watu kidogo sana wataamua watoke wakuje waangalie what's going on. So these people come, and then the guy mwenye anaongea goes kwa hiyo side ya the driver, the guy who was driving the car, and is like, wewe ndio unajua kusimamisha gari, ukiona gari inakukimbiza hawezi simamisha gari, kwa nini? Toka pa. He is beaten blue and black, like anapigwa tu makofi, and then you know he's not fighting back because there are a bunch of men hao wenye wametoka. They open our doors, sisi hata hatujafungua. Zabron akafunguliwa yake, ako like shuka kwa gari kijana, shuka kwa gari, and then wakafungua side ya kwetu. Remember nilikuwa nimevaa nini? Because I was going kwa job ya promo. I am in very high heels, crop top, high jeans, sina hata sweater. And tukashikishwa kwa gari, and kushikishwa kwa gari, the guys wanaambiwa lalini chini, and then now for us tukaambiwa pigeni magoti wasichana, pigeni magoti. And we get out of the car. The three guys wamelala hapo chini. For us, we've knelt down. I don't know who these people are. They obviously look like hooligans because they are dressed in civilian clothes and they are holding guns. I can't even explain the emotions I was feeling. Anyway, this is how my face looks. I want this moisturizer to settle down. So I'm done with everything that I wanted to do with my face. It feels really smooth and soft. It looks bright. I actually like the outcome. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching till this far. Where I stopped is actually the beginning of the drama. As in that experience, I have been through things, but that one is among the top ones that were really traumatizing. Anyway, thank you guys for watching till the end. Comment down below, let me know if you want a part 2 of this. I am going to do a part 2. No, actually, let me know if you want a part 2 of this story because the drama just begins. At the moment we are told, get out of the car na mlale chini. My goodness. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for the love. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Share this channel. Let's get to 200 subscribers before the end of the month. So yeah, that has been it guys. Until next time, cheers.